So I'm going to attempt to do a spoiler-free review of Daredevil Season 3 because I binge-watched the hell out of that this weekend. And you should too, because I don't know if it's because it's new or if it actually is, but it felt like the most bingeable of the seasons so far, if that makes sense, because past seasons it felt like you could come to a stopping point. Like at the end of one episode, you're like, okay, I can stop here, then I will continue on in the next day. I didn't feel like that with any of the episodes in this season. I was like, I can't sleep. I have to know what's going to happen next. And I think it's because they fixed their plotline problem. Now, I say the word problem, and you're going to get mad because you're going to be like, there's no problem with Daredevil. It's perfect and it's amazing. I agree with you. But season 1 was very good. It was amazing. It was what we all needed in a Marvel show. But there was a lot to process because there was the introduction of Fisk, but there was also the introduction of like everyone in the underworld, crime syndicate. You know, you had a lot of faces and names to remember, and it was a little complicated. But you know what? It was an introduction, and we got through it. Season 2, they tried to one-up themselves way too many times. They tried to like 5-up themselves because season 2 could have been 2 separate seasons. Like the Fisk Punisher storyline, like with the Punisher and then going to jail and then meeting Fisk, that could have been a solid season plotline. Matt's history with Elektra, and then Elektra coming in, and her connections with Stick and the Hand and things like that. Again, another solid plot line, could have been an entire season. When you try to mix them together, it was a little much. It was a little much to process. I mean, it was amazing in the end, but it was a lot. So this season they were like, okay, one concise plot line, and that's what they did. It was very similar to what they should have done with the Punisher Fisk storyline, but instead it's Fisk and Ben Poindexter, who I'm not going to spoil it if you don't know it. There's some people out there who don't know who he is, so I'm not going to spoil it, but they continue Fisk's storyline and how he wants to be, you know, Kingpin. And they also introduce the origin story of a new, very important, well, not new, but new to the Netflix series, very important villain to the Daredevil storyline. And I really like how they did that. Also, you get to learn more about your favorite character's past. Like, we know about Foggy's past a little bit, but we never met his family. So this season you get to meet his family. Karen, we basically know nothing about her beyond season 1, episode 1. Like, we don't know anything about her previously to that point, and there is an entire episode that goes into her past that you might be surprised to learn about, because as I was watching the season, I was like, Karen, do you have a death wish? And then it went into her past, and I was like, okay, she's just tired of everybody's crap, / she still might have a death wish. But amazing action sequences, of course, totally on par. It is, I will warn you, if you want to binge it, have a whole weekend like I did, because you're not gonna want to stop. It is one of those seasons where sometimes there's like downtime, you know, between the villains, like, oh, they're gonna go to the bar and do some lawyer stuff. There's none of that. It's just like one continuous plot line, and you're learning stuff and things are happening, and it's addictive. And please, Netflix, if you're watching, don't cancel this Marvel show. I was okay with Luke Cage. I was sad, but I was okay. I'm glad you answered my fan letters about canceling Iron Fist. But Jessica Jones and Daredevil, like, I need these to stay in my life because they are freaking amazing, okay? Side note, forgot to mention, if you haven't watched Defenders, you need to, because Daredevil Season 3 picks up directly where Defenders ended. So if you were skipping shows like Luke Cage and Iron Fist and Defenders and stuff like that, it's okay if you skip Luke Cage and Iron Fist, but you really need to watch Defenders, because I can't sum up what happened in that show. Yes, there were some boring episodes, but there's a lot of things that happened that you kind of need to know in order for Season 3, Episode 1 to make sense. So go back and do that first, or watch like a video on YouTube that'll catch you up on it, okay?
Thanks for watching the GBF YouTube channel. If you liked what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and then check out more videos from 103 GBF.